confidence.
if I take my own story, whenever the headhunter reached out to me for this job, my immediate response was, I can't be a CEO. No, that would be ridiculous. Oh yeah, absolutely. I immediately discounted it in my own head. And, you know, do I even want to be? Because my impression of when you think of a CEO was a 6'2" male, pale, and, you know, with a suit and an arrogance, right? And hands up, rightly or wrongly. That was my
stereotypical image, isn't
exactly.
it?
Exactly. 7'6".
Yeah. Okay, 6'1", 6'2", you know, I've got the tape measure.
Fail.
But the point is, I immediately discounted myself. Now, God, am I so glad that I actually decided to take a chance on me. And I did that, and I made a very active decision. I said to my husband, do you know what? I'm going to go along for the journey. I'll meet a bunch of really interesting people because I knew who the shareholders were. Grenville Turner was our chair at the time, and he was heading up the recruitment process. I thought, and I sort of knew Grenville, but I didn't know him very well. I said, I'll go into this and I will be 100% authentically me. And I made that very and most people should go into a recruitment process being themselves, but a lot of people don't, right? They show up in the way that maybe they think the panel expects them to. So I said, if this is what they need and want, I will be successful. And if this is not what they need and want, I won't. Either way, I'll have met a group of interesting people and I'll have learned a lot along the way. So when they offered me the job, it gave me a full green light to go into that company and into that role, knowing that I was what they needed and wanted, and I could be 100% myself. And I haven't changed that position for almost 4 years now. And, you know, I think that is a powerful message to any woman who thinks, oh, I can't do that. Well, just do you. And if this is the right environment for you, you'll be successful in it.
Yeah. My story is I procrastinated for a number of years before making the jump to start in Frank marketing with can I really do this? Can I really go on my own? Can I really run a business? I've got a child that needs me to support them. Can I do this? And I talked myself out of it so many times. But then, you know, as I talk about feel the fear and do it anyway, finally made the jump.
What was the point where you kind of said, yeah, I'm going to do this? What was the one that kicked you into gear?
I think, so I've been in lots of different sectors, not just in property, and my role at Lomond meant that I had kind of my first foray into property. And at that point I saw, this is it. This is the area where I can make a difference. So that was the final push that I needed when I kind of thought, I knew I wanted a marketing agency, but then it was kind of, I'm gonna niche down into property. But even when I did it, even when I made the jump, everyone around me, I said to them, I'll do it for 6 months. If it doesn't work, I'll go get a proper job again.
Protecting yourself.
Yeah, I did. There was still constantly that doubt in my head. Can I do it? Can I do it? So, and I think it's whether you're going for a CEO role, whether you're going for, you know, to start your own business, whether you want to go to that promotion for senior neg, whatever it is, I think as women, we do question and doubt ourselves a lot. And I hope that what we're giving our community in Weir is that, you know, we're the best hype squad. So women in our group feel like
there, right?
they can come into that group and say, I'm questioning myself, I'm doubting myself, what do you think? These are the questions, these are the things that I'm struggling with. And they've got 5,000 women there hyping them on, going, bloody jump.
And they do actively. You know, you see the comments, you see the support, and it's genuinely heartwarming.
Empowering, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible.
But as women, we question ourselves a lot, and that is why a big part of why we're seeing these gender jaws.
A lot of the listeners for my show are small independent estate agency, self-employed business owners, and it's been brilliant to see that come along. Many have probably got teams with a mixture of males, females. What advice would you give them then to help that person that possibly overthinks themselves out of opportunities? What would be your advice to those business owners if you were able to?
Well, firstly, I would encourage every single woman that's working in a estate agency to join that Facebook group.
Do that.
So Women in Estate Agency on Facebook. I'd also say to all of the men that are in a estate agency, follow us on our socials. You can't be in the Facebook group, sorry, but on our Instagram.
tried.
Yeah, you can't.
Even wore a wig.
But I think, a lot of the themes that we've talked around today is around communication, is around vulnerability, is around authenticity. So as a leader of an agency, as an owner of a small business, talk to your people more and talk to them about what support they need, give them training, talk to them about how you can better support them. What development plan does that look like for them? How do you help all of your team, men and women, to get the next stage of what they want in their career?